Hi guys, so I'm back with another video, and basically it's leading up to Valentine's Day. And aside from roses and dates and chocolates and dinner and blah 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 that I don't have, what I'm gonna focus this video on today, which is the underline of what's on all of our minds when it comes to Valentine's Day. But I'm just gonna be the bigger person and say it. Sex. Sex is on all of our minds, okay? Everyone's hoping to get some, okay? If you don't want none, then I don't know, that's for your own business. If your own whatever. But basically the point of my video is to actually identify the medical and health benefits behind having sex and those effects on your skin. You're probably thinking, raw. But yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Like, we're gonna talk about the medical and health benefits behind having sex and how that affects the skin, because sex does affect the skin. Sex is a form of exercise, and just like any exercise, when you do it well, you sweat. And what happens is that when you're sweating, you're secreting a lot of excess oil and sebum, as they call it, and that's what pushes the toxin out of the pores and therefore purifies the skin, leading to a brighter complexion. That's why, you know, whenever you see a girls and you know she's seeing someone, or you know she's got her man and you know they just came back from a nice little weekend, or she's staying at his house, and you see her the next day and she's looking all bright and cute and happy, and she's got a little spring in herself, like oh oh oh, and you're looking like, okay bitch, get your life or whatever. You know, you're doing all of that because her skin looks good. So that is a positive, that's like a positive connotation associated with sex and skin. So we're gonna go through them, okay? That's only one way that sex can positively affect the skin, okay? Another way is through the release of serotonin from the hypothalamus. Basically, your happy part of the brain. I don't know where it is or where it is or where it is. I don't know where your brain, I don't know where your brain is. I know where your brain is, but I don't know where that part of the brain is. I'm sorry, I didn't do great in science. When the release of serotonin happens, especially during the point of orgasm, this hormone is also known as the hormone of well-being. So the hormone of well-being basically means that it helps to block the pain receptors, and also with, you know, well-being and pain receptors, blocking the pain receptors. If you have any sort of chronic skin ailments, any chronic skin diseases that result in pain, we're talking about like bumps and like boils. When people develop boils under the skin, that's not an uncommon thing. That's a very 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 common ailment for people to get, of all ages actually, and it usually starts from your teens upwards, but you can get it anywhere, you know. I'm sorry, but it can happen anywhere, and it's very painful. So, you know, the release of serotonin actually does help with that. Obviously, if your boil or your bump that's underneath the skin is in an intimate area, then, you know, having sex isn't really going to help that. Okay, so another fun fact for you guys to know, and I don't know if you're like me and you suffer from eczema, because I've suffered from eczema, you know, my whole life, you know. Since I was little, since I was born, I've suffered from eczema. My mum suffered from eczema. Her mum suffered from eczema. So it runs in our family. So another little fun fact that I personally didn't know, and now if you really think about it, I don't know if I'm gonna even bait myself up right now, but
for YouTube. So basically, like, when someone that suffers from eczema, like myself, and you have repeated sex within the same day, that can actually trigger a flare-up. So for the ladies and the gents, you know, that suffer from eczema, just like myself, be wary of, you know, how many times you're gonna have sex that day, and also be wary of, you know, how you care for your skin in between those sessions. Remember, you're sweating. So my personal advice would be cream yourself in between, like get some cocoa butter, quickly cream yourself after, do you get what I'm saying? Have a quick shower, cream yourself and whatever. Just make sure that your skin is constantly being hydrated are moisturized and taken care of. Yeah, that would be my advice personally.
If you know, if you're sexually active, you know. Okay, so basically another, okay, we're gonna just get to the last one, right? Because the last one for me is just the sheer fact that with sex you have an increase in blood flow. An increase in blood flow just basically pumps a lot more blood to the surface of the skin, brightening the skin and just rehydrating the skin. So basically having sex does bring a brighter complexion. It makes you look like you have clearer skin. It actually does give you clearer skin actually when you have regular intercourse. So yeah. So this has just been my little video, basically just talking about what we all want to talk about, okay, which is sex. But we're going to do it in an educational fashion, basically by talking about how sex affects the skin, and I feel like we did that. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, any queries, or anything that you would also like to add to this video, please leave a comment, because better educated about not only the act but how the act affects the body and different parts of the body, i.e. the skin, then you know, the more we know the better. So okay, thank you so much and have a lovely day.